So when you call upon Allah, that is ibadah. And ad-du'a huwa al-ibadah, i.e. worship is to call upon Allah. Supplication is to call upon Allah. There is a hadith similar to this attributed to the Prophet ﷺ. He said, ad-du'a mukhul ibadah. That supplication is the marrow of worship, or the core of worship. Why? Because essentially all of the acts of worship that we engage in, they are forms of supplicating to Allah. When I pray, I'm asking Allah to answer my prayer with His mercy and by rewarding me, and so on and so forth. When I give charity, I'm asking Allah to reward me for my charity. When I fast, I'm asking Allah to reward me for my fasting. And so when we engage in ibadah, it's a form of dua. And dua perhaps is one of the best forms of ibadah outside of the fara'id. Why? Because it is an intimate type of ibadah. And there is so much happening there. When you are poor, for example, and you turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and you say, Allahumma rzuqani, you are engaging in i'tiraf. You are engaging in the form of acknowledging that you are poor and Allah is the one who controls all wealth. You are engaging in the acknowledgement that you depend upon Allah. That itself is ibadah. To acknowledge your dependency upon Allah is a form of ibadah. And then to call upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's indication of that, etc. And some of the scholars, they try to make a habit of calling upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala throughout the day. One of my teachers, he suggested, for example, setting an alarm on your phone, perhaps a silent one, every half an hour, so that you raise your hands every half an hour and you call upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And now just conceptualize that for a bit. If you spent a day, every hour, let's say every hour, you called upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala until you went to sleep. Let's say you're awake for 12 hours. 12 times in a day you're calling upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Is your relationship at the end of the day going to be the same as the days where you don't call upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in such a manner? No. Your relationship is going to be stronger with Allah naturally.